Alright, so I had a crazy situation here with a game that I have just absolutely been working almost from the ground up. So, I have this Megatouch Force right here. This one's currently running 2010.5. Anyways, the screen that was already in here, it worked. But it was, let's see, 22 years old. It was right here. This screen panel here is 22 years old, made in 2004. It was in there, and it worked. But, I mean, you can see the interior here. It worked, but it was like on maximum brightness. It's still, oh, it's so much better now. It still seemed kind like not bright enough. It seemed kind of dim. And of course, I had someone. I rebuilt this thing. I swapped the motherboard, swapped the hard drive, brand new power supply, like rerouted cables, extra RAM, all this crap, right? From the ground up. I had the whole thing taken apart and gutted. So I got it, and I had someone interested in buying it, and I just put all this. I put money into it. I put labor, all this stuff, and I'm sitting there going, something's not right with this screen. And I started thinking, if this person is buying this, sure it works, but this screen may die any time at any time, and then, I'd have to drive all the way out to wherever they live. This person's in Virginia to swap a screen. So, anyways, I tracked down screen panels for these forces. So you've got this force here, this force here. This one has to be another one, total from the ground up, totally gutted. And I was messing with this one with the screen. So anyways, same exact screen. I tracked down a guy on eBay. That was selling brand new screens. They're industrial panels. He had the exact model. So I bought one. Now here's the struggle, man. The struggle is these Megatouches, you've got the screen panel, and then you have the touchscreen glass. It's the 3M touchscreen glass. It's glued to the trim surrounding the panel. So you can't just buy a screen online and then pop it in there. You have to do this not crazy, but it's a very tedious, very dangerous extraction process because you're risking a lot of money if you do it wrong and you break something. There's a lot of ribbon cables and sensitive electronics and all this stuff. You have to do a trim extraction. You have to extract the trim off of the bad screen, because when you extract the trim off, it's going to take the touchscreen glass with it because it's glued to the trim. You have to do it just right, so you don't crack the glass, because you're flexing. There's all these little tabs all the way around the panel, and you got to crack. Do it very ever so slightly all the way around until you get it to pop off. You got to extract that off of the old panel. Take the old panel, set it aside. Take the new screen, right? So here's my new screen. I had to take the trim. This is the normal trim off of the stock screen. Take the trim off. And then you have to take the trim of the old screen. See, this one's completely extracted. Trim's completely off. So you've got trim all the way around. Touchscreen glass glued onto the trim. You take all that off, and then you set the new screen down. You take that trim with the glass, set it on, line it up perfectly, and you get those tabs to pop all the way around, and there you go. And now this screen is so much brighter. Oh, this is exactly how it should be. The other thing I was noticing too is, like, up near the corner here, the resolution was a slightly blurry, right where it says free play. So, anyways, I pulled it off. I'm gonna have to do a calibration. Let's see if there's any like lag, because I was having a weird intermittent lag. It's a very split second intermittent lag. It seems to be working, man. And I haven't recalibrated or anything like that. So there it is. I mean, I pulled it off, and now I know exactly how to do it. That's the key with something like this. Once you get in the groove, you figure out exactly how to do it, and you do it correctly, and it works. That's when you can crank on the next one, man. You get the next. That's what I'm doing with this next full. This baby right here, because this screen panel, same problem. It's not bright enough, because this is also, what did I say? Shit, that scared me. 22 years old, and I tried to swap light tubes. So the light tubes, you unfasten them, and they just slide out. You've got one on the top, one on the bottom. Slide a tube, slide a tube. I attempted to take the light tubes from this screen, from this extra game that's gutted, and swap them into this panel, and I had the same problem. Because in both sets of light tubes, all new screens have LEDs, but these are old school, right? It's almost like the type of lights you'd see at like an office building. So, okay, so like that. Like these lights, right? Except these are new LED ones. But think of like the typical old school fluorescent light tubes. When they start to go bad, they just get dimmer and dimmer, and you'll see, it's hard to see on the camera, you'll see how it gets dark on the ends, just like an office light fluorescent tube. They start getting dark. You see them burning out like that. Every single set of tubes, you could see that shadow burn starting to happen. So that was a bust. Anyways, I got parts all over the place. This is going to be an absolute disaster. I gotta refuculate this whole thing. I gotta figure out, because I was rushing to get all this done. So I gotta get all this organized, screws back where they need to go. That's a mess. But here you go, man. Game works. Screen is absolutely beautiful. This is the best this screen is ever going to be, man, on one of these games. So, yeah. So yeah, mission accomplished. And it just sucks when you haven't done it for the first time. It takes a lot longer when you haven't done something like that for the first time, because you're like, you don't want to mess up. Because these screens brand new, you can only get them from certain sellers, and it's $240 all in, and that's your only option. And you can't just replace the light tubes because they don't sell them anymore. And an LED conversion kit with LED light tubes is literally $200. You're better off just buying a whole screen panel. Stupid. So, yeah, this is the shit that I'm putting myself through. But it's fun, man. It's fun. It's cool. I'm gonna try to become one of the premier Megatouch refurbishers / sellers in the United States, because there's only a couple of them. So I'm gonna try to like top that list, or at least equal the competition. And people are willing to pay, man. People want, if you can guarantee a good quality refurbished Megatouch, people will pay you money. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna call it quits for today and restart tomorrow. All right.